Keyshawn Davis's homecoming bout against Gustavo Lemos went about as good as anyone could have hoped. With friends and family in the crowd, Davis put on a show Norfolk hasn't seen since Hall of Famer Pernell Whitaker was in his heyday. But if you ask him, this is par for the course. The 2020 Olympic silver medalist has been on an upwards trajectory as a pro ever since his loss in Paris. One by one, the Virginia-based product has dispatched each of his opponents en route to a 12-0 record with 8 knockouts.
Lemos is still dangerous, but not if you can continue to land those powerful shots, and that's how you end the fight. Keyshawn Davis said, I don't care if he's King Kong. If he comes into my house, he's gonna pay the price, and boy, did Lemos pay the price.
But after his most recent and arguably most impressive beatdown, Davis has his eyes set on career-defining fights.
Hey, Gervonta, knock knock.
Calling out someone the caliber of Gervonta "Tank" Davis usually means two things. You're either looking for a check, or you're hoping to prove that you belong amongst the best. For the man who calls himself the businessman, I don't think money is a problem. And given his most recent performances, he's certainly earned the right to prove himself against the best. Don't believe me? Davis sits as a top 3 contender in 3 of the 4 major sanctioning bodies. Unlike some cases where fighters mysteriously appear on these rankings whether or not it's deserved, Davis has established himself as one of the best lightweights in the sport. His most notable wins include Jose Pedraza, Juan Carlos Burgos, and Miguel Madueno to go along with his destruction of Lemos. Given his amateur pedigree through the Olympics, World Championships, and Pan Am Games, Davis's skill set as a pure boxer are on full display when he fights, but what sets himself apart is how he applies those skills as a pro. The transition from amateur to pro boxing can be difficult, but for Davis it was seamless. Perhaps having 3 pro belts prior to the Olympics helped. Regardless, he knows when to let his hands go and when to step off and box. He has enough power to keep his opponents humble, while his technique and reflexes help him avoid trouble. Success at the early stages of his career was by no means a surprise. If anything, it was an expectation. So much so that Top Rank came calling as soon as the aforementioned Summer Games concluded. But now it's time for Keyshawn to step up, and he knows it.
Another right uppercut. Takes an angle to the right. There is blood now coming from the left eye. 2 more left hooks to the same spot. And another. And the right uppercut. And finally, the damage is over.
Looking at the current lightweight landscape, Davis's alignment with Top Rank gives the young star plenty of options in terms of opponents. Out of the contenders, fellow top ranker Ray Muratira could be a potential dance partner, or former unified champion George Kambosos. The former is a fighter ranked ahead of Davis, but the latter has fought stiffer competition. Or Matchroom's Andy Cruz, who beat Davis 4 times in the amateurs, including the aforementioned Olympics. However, if Keyshawn really is the businessman, he'll wait to make that one. In terms of champions with Top Rank, the Ukrainian duo of Vasily Lomachenko and Denys Berinchyk could also get matched up with Davis should he jump straight to a world title shot. However, given the depth of the division, Davis may need to wait his turn. Regardless of who's willing to step up to the plate, Davis is now entering a vital stage in his career. And with world titles in his sights, Keyshawn seems primed to join fellow Virginia native Sweet Pea in boxing lore.